Hi everybody, Soccer Savant here. Big day today, or at least a moderately big day. U.S. kicks off the Gold Cup against Jamaica today here in a couple of hours. And I just wanted to give a quick update on my thoughts on this game. Obviously, B.J. Callahan is still head coach. We have I talked quite a bit about, and I wrote an article about Berhalter coming back on board, but he isn't going to coach yet, I think for reasons of his own personal desires not to take any risks of looking bad as he comes on board. So he's actually going to, he says, take off some time to look at the big picture of the U.S. men's national team. So let's focus on Jamaica. This is the Gold Cup, and we brought clearly not our A team, so it's a bit harder to get excited for this match. I think people aren't going to be as excited as for the Nations League. In fact, we're going to look exactly at the roster and the lineup and why I think this is really a C/D roster. And we may not learn very much from this because if B.J. Callahan ends up playing more the way Berhalter did, which was starting a lot of the older MLS veterans, you don't really learn much for the team. In fact, you can get counterproductive lessons. If somebody like Jesus Ferreira plays as striker, scores a bunch of goals against some weaker teams, there'll be calls for him to start in the real national team where he's much, much lower on the chart, and he wouldn't score those goals against bigger teams. Now, that said, this game is the toughest game for sure of the group. The United States is in a group with Jamaica, St. Kitts, and Nevis, I think, is the full name of the country, and then Trinidad and Tobago. And so it's real two minnows, but then Jamaica is a real challenge. So we're bringing our C/D team to this tournament. They're bringing their A team. They didn't get into the Nations League, and so they're bringing their full lineup. In fact, they have 5 or 6 players who play in the Premier League. Many of them are naturalized Jamaicans who were, had a Jamaican parent but grew up in England. And so like Michail Antonio, who's a great striker, is going to come out and play against the United States tonight. And so if we play our real backup defenders, as I think we will, it could be a long night for the U.S. At the same time, Jamaica tends to underperform, and Berhalter was able to lead a similar really poor C team, or I shouldn't say really poor, but poor roster selection, which led to our third string basically going out and through a series of very less than attractive 1-0 victories, if you'll remember 2 years ago, winning the Gold Cup on the backs of a number of 1-0 wins. So let's look at the lineup for today. The lineup's not out. This is what I'm guessing is going to be the lineup, with Ferreira up top, Morris and Zendejas as the wings, and then the other Morris, Aiden Morris, who just refused a call-up from Canada and is here, perhaps as a reward. But he's pretty far down in the depth chart. He's going to play in midfield, I'm guessing, along with Mihailovic, and we might see Christian Roldan, the eyes and vibes guy, who is really not at this level, but Berhalter has liked him, and B.J. Callahan has brought him in. Then let's look quickly at defense with Long. God forbid, he's probably the weakest player on this roster. I don't know why he's still getting call-ups to the U.S. team, but there seems to be, he must have some dirt on somebody because he continues to get in, and I fear he will start. And Michail Antonio may go right by him 2 or 3 times and score some goals. We'll see. Next to Miazga, Yedlin I think will be on the right wing back, right full back, and then I think we may see James Tolkien or Dewan Jones on the left. And then we do have our A team keeper here, Matt Turner, I think will start, which is good because he's the backup in Arsenal. I don't think he's going to get a move. It'd be nice to see him get a loan to where he can start, but it doesn't look like that's happening at this point. So I think he's here, and I think he's going to start. So let's take a look at this lineup. I composed this, what I think is the depth chart as of June right now, currently our depth chart, having seen how well we played in the Nations League and how strong that lineup was. And I've highlighted the players that I think are going to start tonight. So you can see this is certainly not our A or B team. People are saying, Taylor Twellman's out there saying this is a B team. This is not a B team. This is a C or D team. In fact, our strikers, I think the 2 strikers that he brought, Ferreira's not the C or the D. I think he's really the E or the F. at this point. He's not at the level of Pefok or Haji, I don't think. You could argue he's D. He's certainly not at the level of Sargent, Pepe, or Balogun. Hopefully he gets a move to Europe, and then we can see him playing at a higher level, how well he does. I fear it won't be well, but I would love to be proven wrong. I'd love for him to score some goals tonight. It'd be great. Then we look at our wingers, and yeah, we clearly do have the C team here. It's not the A or the B team. I think Zendejas and Jordan Morris, I think, will start tonight. It could be we see Cowell, or we could see Julian Gressel. Those are possibilities as well. Then in the midfield, again, it's going to be a C-D type of lineup. I think we'll see Mihailovic and Aiden Morris. Then we'll either see Roldan. We have Busio in the lineup, or in the roster. Probably not in the lineup. James Sands is also there, who I rank as the E team. And then we have our wingbacks and fullbacks. We have Yedlin, I think, will play. I kind of rate him as the B team. So we do have one player that I would say is a B team, meaning he would be on the senior roster but not start. And then the center backs, it's really pretty poor. I mean, Miles Robinson, who I rank as a B at the B level, I think he's hurt, so he may not make it. So then we're really dropping down. We didn't bring Zimmerman or McKenzie. There's no Austin Trusty. There's no Eric Palmer-Brown. It's going to be Matt Miazga, I think, and Aaron Long. So not our best center back pairing. And then we do have our best goalkeeper here, I think, in Matt Turner. We could actually see, Slonina and Stefan are on the roster as well, I believe. So it's possible we would see one of them. But I think it'll be Matt Turner. All right, guys. Well, that's the lineup. I think this is a C or D team. I think it'd be great to see a win tonight, but I would hesitate to take much out of it. If it's a win, it really kind of reflects more poorly on Jamaica than it necessarily reflects well on us. But it'd be nice to see the younger players show that they belong. So I'll be particularly watching players like Aiden Morris, John Tolkien, and well, that's about it. Mihailovic, I think, to see how they perform. It'd be nice to see Zendejas perform as well, because I rate him a little bit higher than some of these other guys. All right, that's it. Soccer Savant signing off. We'll take a look at Jamaica tonight.